Hey guys, John here to show you how to use Well Connected to create and manage your schedules for the different dream teams that you may oversee. Scheduling within Well Connected has been updated and it works a lot better than it did in the past. So you're going to create a schedule is you're going to go into Well Connected, locate the group that you are managing, and then on the info page you can go here to schedules. When you click on schedules, you'll be brought to a screen where you can view the current schedule that you have out, past schedules that you've created, or you also have the option of creating a new schedule. So in this case, we're going to create a new schedule. Underneath the new schedule, I encourage most Dream Team leaders to try and create one quarter out. So the idea is that if we have a schedule for January through March, once January 1 comes around, we're working on the schedule for the following quarter and try and have that in mid-quarter that you're working in. So in this case, by the middle of February, having that next schedule out, that allows people to adjust and let you know if they're able to serve or not. So in this case, we're going to create a January through March schedule, and this will be for 2017. Now in this case, I'm going to click down here. This is going to start in January. So Sunday, January 1st is the first Sunday of this schedule, so that will stay there. Over here, I'm going to have this end on the last Sunday in March, which will be March 26th. Now the service times are already set in Well Connected because we have that set in the system that we have a 9 o'clock service and an 11 o'clock service. If we were to add another service, it would show up in here. Now, if you do want to create a schedule specific for a special event, such as a high water mark or those types of things, you can actually come in here and uncheck these and click Custom Service, where you can set it specifically for that service, whether it's a high water mark or a Good Friday service or those types of things. Will the same people serve at all services? Yes, would be the case for something like the worship team, but no for any of those other dream teams where you have people serving, different people serving in each service. And so in this case, we're going to say no, different people at different services. Then we hit next. Here we have the opportunity to tell the system how many of each position we need. Now the positions are set in Well Connected underneath your group. I showed you how to do that in a previous video. So in this case, I'm going to say that we need 4 group members for the 9 o'clock service and then 4 for the 11 o'clock service. Now, one of the things that you can do is you can add manage meeting times. And so here we may have something like a prayer before service. And maybe that's something that's going to start at 8 o'clock or 8:15 and run until 8:30. And so we can actually build that here into the system, and that'll let the 9 o'clock people know that they need to be there a little bit beforehand at 8:15 for the prayer. And then we can hit create. Once we hit create, we now have the option to go ahead and assign volunteers. We can do that either by the entire schedule, by just leaving all of these check boxes undone, or we can go in and click one of the weeks that we want to assign and just assign that one week, or we can check as many boxes as we want and it will assign for those weeks. So in this case, I'm just going to show you what it looks like if I assign just 1 week. So I click that and I can assign 1 week. And this is where I'm brought to a screen where it shows me in the 9 o'clock I'm 0 for 4, and then in the 11 o'clock I'm 0 for 4. Now what I can do is I can actually send requests here in the system, and I can click the selected week and hit send. And so that's one of the ways that you can set it up to be able to send out reminders and requests to the people on your team. Now, what I want to do here is if I'm looking to assign volunteers, I can just assign them without checking any of the boxes. And I can look at all of my weeks. So in this case, if I wanted to, I can add volunteers by simply going to the service time that I'm looking to fill. And in this case, I can hit add volunteers. Now, as you add people to your group, their availability will show you what's their availability to serve will show up here. So if they're available, they'll show up here and you can actually just check them. If they're unavailable, it will let you know. And if you want to add people to the position, in this case, I'm going to add myself just so that I can use it as an example. And so I've added me. And so there you go. Now it's going to send me out in a second here when I click send requests. After I've filled in everything, it will send out requests to everybody that I've put in as add volunteer. And so that's how you can build the schedule within Well Connected, so that you can keep track of your dream team members. The one nice thing about the system is if they say that they are not available to serve the second week of the month, or they can only serve twice a month, once they reach that capacity, the system will no longer let you schedule them in there. Or if they're serving on another team at a different time, or at that time, you won't be able to schedule them there as well. And so that's how you create and manage your schedules within Well Connected. If you have any questions, feel free to call or email me. You can email me, john@cometothewell.org, or you can call me at 630-701-3588. Thanks for watching.